Hi everyone, welcome back to Gillian at Mystic Healing Therapies. So I'm back home now, back in England after my wonderful trip to Ireland, and I've got to say I have fallen in love with the place. It was absolutely wonderful. So yeah, just a quick apology for the quality of the last video, the sound quality. I know it was the best that we could do in such windy, wet conditions on a sacred site in Ireland, but it was such a magical moment. We wanted to share that with you, so that's why it went up despite the poor quality. So I'll just recap a few things of the trip. So I've just counted this morning, I actually cleared 17 different sites in Ireland, starting in the north part, on a special ley line up there, and then working our way round. We did some quite significant. I cleared one place in particular with Mark, and I'm hoping that the town we cleared will have an improvement there. That was really interesting. There was a theme in Ireland about those chimera spiders. So yeah, people were asking me what they are. Well, they kind of like on the fourth dimension, but they're ultimately controlled by AI, and they're like the Tolkien spiders, you know, in Lord of the Rings. And I've noticed that they do tend to live in sites where there's been child sacrifices and nefarious things like that. That's where they seem to reside. So we've sent quite a few of those packing along the way. There was three highlights for me, really. We did that fort. I can't say the names, I always hash them. We did a sacred fort, and for the entire time of the holiday I've been very much aligned with the Tuatha De Danann, I think I've said that right, very much in communication with them. And we went to this fort where one of the chiefs of those beings, I'm not going to say people because I think they've got off-world, well I know they've got off-world heritage, were buried. And after I'd done the clearing up there and the energizing, we, like I said on another video, we literally experienced a lightning bolt right in front of our eyes. And then another one, we'd done some clearing at this horrible ads friary. It's still an ongoing place. There's still stuff there that's not great for the children. So we cleared that, and then we got this phenomena of a rainbow. You can see it on my Telegram channel. It's like a flat rainbow. It's like nothing I've ever seen, and the colours were just amazing. It looks like a filter, but it wasn't. So that was another one. And then another highlight was what I do. I've been very much in communication with the water of Ireland. I'll talk to you about that in a second. But every time I go into the water, I always honour it, pray, thank it, ask that it's returned to its original intended frequency. And as I do that, I thank the cetaceans, the dolphins, the whales, and communicate with them. And we just finished kayaking, and a whole pod of dolphins came really close up. This happens all the time for us. Sometimes people go out, they've never seen them, but I live in Derbyshire in England, where we're landlocked. It's 100 miles away from the sea, the nearest sea to us. But proportionally, we see so many. It's incredible how many dolphins and whales. So they're the three highlights that say to me, we are in alignment, and it's the universe answering us back, really. But another thing I did, which Mark mentioned on the poor sound quality video that I put up, about the truth water. So I had a conversation with one of the Tuatha De Dananns. I think I said that right again. I was paddleboarding, and I just laid down on this estuary and was, again, thanking the water and everything. And one of the chiefs from the off-world Tuatha De Danann came to me, and what we did was change up the frequency of the water for the entirety in Ireland. So what we've done is set the frequency to imbue the truth into the water. So I think I said it on one of the videos, but every shower, every cup of tea, every wash of hands is going to very gently and calmly expose people to the truth. The vibration will rise as a consequence of of being with the water. So that seemed to be really important. And then the following 2 days after that are the days where it absolutely rained non-stop. So I was wondering whether that was sort of a cleansing from that. That's what I thought anyway. So yeah, another thing that we were saying on the video that had got poor quality was, the mountains, a lot of the sacred sites, they are aligned to the stars, and they aligned at, I think it's 42 degrees, but I think it is, but I'm dyslexic. It's either 42 or 45. I think it's 42. And that's a sacred number, isn't it? What's the key to the universe? 42. So they're all aligned at that angle. They all align to the stars. Like Mark said, I've got for ages that they aren't burial chambers, and I know that a lot of people are quite tied into the fact that they're where, but they're clearly not. So yeah, they are just, sacred energy points as far as I can work out. So yeah, absolutely wonderful experience. We will be back. The work's not finished there. Yeah, we'd already planned a trip back before we left. So yeah, lots to do. But it's such a beautiful, magical land, and I go to lots of places, but Ireland's got a special energy, and I think that there are definitely connections there to a lot of previous ancient cultures, be it Atlantis, and I think even before Atlantis, I think even at the dawn of the planet, I think it goes back that far, and it's embedded in the land, and that's what I think anyway. So yeah, just a little, it's interesting, isn't it, that when I counted up the sites I did 17. Yeah, another one of those number things. So yeah, and the last thing that we were mentioning on that poor quality sound video was this thing that with the campaign in the UK around putting on your social medias that yellow thing of I do not consent, clicking on the link to idonotconsent.co.uk and downloading the letters and sending them to the MPs, your MP. Let's be visible. Let's be the change we want. It's no good wanting for change, complaining that the timelines are taking a long time. We are magical beings, and it's up to us to be the change. Don't rely on others to do it. This 3D programming of what difference can my little effort make alone. United we stand, and we'll thrive if everybody can take the time just to add their energy to this. It's all about energy. Add your energy. Don't just sit around being lazy waiting for everyone else to do it, or being frightened of what people think of you, because that just keeps you in chains and keeps you in 3D. Yeah. And then finally, I just want to say what a wonderful experience it was in the 5D living oxygen chamber. It was wonderful, and I would recommend it to anybody. It really gives you such a sense of well-being, even if you have good health and you don't particularly feel you need it, I would still highly recommend it because it feels so good. It's just like putting you into a different dimensional space. So support it. There's been a lot of effort. These are the pioneering things of that step between one world and the 5D world, and if you can and you're in Ireland, I would really recommend that you just go and support them, because it's a wonderful initiative they've been doing down there. So yeah, I just wanted to say that, and I'll update you all soon. Lots of love. Bye for now.